With the major battle of Syria and the major storm of US, we have a lot of Ankara Zeus slaying for CNTN. Nature's world will be watching and developing institutions for years to bloody in Syria. It started in 2011. It hundreds of thousands lost lives. The wars that unfolded in Ravan and Syria's locals were fighting the Syrian government and convening the country. And the government was pulling back a lot to give back a lot of ground. With long last significant coup of Syrian rebels and a city named Idlib. But it is also deemed escalation zone, a place where fighting and host to be later. And the Syrians who have led there were part of a country for safety. Syria says terrorists was there for first government to attack. The Syrian Russian forces are 100 strikes on April. The US and countries who they are starts to stop. The Syrian and Russian using terrorists to excuse to attack. And the military are targeted hospitals, facilities and facility agencies. The United Nations said that nearly 1 million children in lab are still sitting concerned to humanitarian migrant. When the millions been displaced in Syria 7 war with the 30,000 people that live alone have been forced to flee. Yet another Syrian families are on the move. A million other brothers in 7 years and fled their homes as their towns and villages became fatter. This family feeling for first time from your old Idlib in near an area that is spirit and fighting. Spirit now. It was the first time the bombing was 50 years later. Utilities are formed now for rights for our eyes. Syrian government in Washington has intensified airstrikes for the much anticipated to effect gay intriguing control and the protests by an armed opposition now had dominated by Islamist extremists. Leila's family has come to the camp, one of many at terrorist order. The tent is ready. It's hot. They're tired. Others arrive. More than 30,000 people have to leave their homes in Idlib. That last week, half the population comes from other parts of Syria, now under government control. Leila's father, Abba Muhammad, is sitting up their tent. He is studying wood. She is unable to work since her child. Their tents bare, they left home in a hurry, leaving behind most of their possessions. We escaped their lives. Where did the store cameras? The UN gave us this tent, but nothing with it. It's a new home Leila is finding difficult. Turns away. Then wait a minute, see it. At least 5 American states in the District of Columbia had a state of emergency. This is an effort to make sure they had to make point there and those who needed from median. A reason for this is creeping up on the U.S. East Coast. And when on Wednesday, winning the bet to the category and the three-storm winds is 125 miles per hour. New York City has host storms to stock an area, and it is Thursday. In fact, first day, seeing North Carolina coast, there feels very first tropical storms remains, and the hurricanes from a dangerous surge will be launching this state Thursday night. We really don't know exactly when and where it will make landfall, and connect the storm slow down along the coast and not turn the southwest. So here is how it happens. Here's a hurricane right there, over steering up now is this high, pushing in that direction, and then all of a sudden, on Friday is another high. But they're saying how so fast you are gonna go with this further than that. So they're pushing ahead to Saturday. There's a lot of like area, and you can see Thursday going north. No, because by then another arm is here. Blocking this way, blocking this way, and blocking this way. No place for it to go. This is right where it is. And this is gonna make all my involved in hours and hours. If that's why you see the new Rangers say the bad news for the close of Oregon, South Carolina, and all points Island, because in addition, steer working weights and storm surges Florence can be as much as 40 inches of the rain there, and their Casper, they could last into next week. 10-second trivia. The worst day New West Stockholm is in what here? 1929, 1933, 1987, 2008. What Monday? The worst single day in U.S. Stockholm is placed in 1987. Now it's because the percentage drop. Johnson is just between Adams at 22.6% in that single day. Joking with a cover and directly and will have a long-term effect. After happening 2 years ago, their brother and their national academy went later on September 15, 2008. It was tremendous hand to it's a great per 7, the 2008 and 2009. Also known as the economic down to for the financial. There were sessions of facts far behind those. They always hit 10%. Your recovery letter rose in 2017 down for the crisis. The ripple effect is recession to recession around the world. The scope of this call Bantigan, first Bear Stearns, and now Lehman Brothers, and now Lynch. Where's your money safe and your job safe? A conversation the poor financial otherwise this is the breeze digression. It was dramatic. It was so dramatic and how it was so scary. What could have happened? With coordinators and lot did all life perfectly was your perfect. Your Barbie and another Rihanna they could be run on the bed. You don't want as a reporter we gonna spell people. You tell exactly on. 58 years of course on nearly 5 the weekend. Now background. There is things and start to remain. This minister is not famous. There's actually a lot of credit and a higher ceremony. Because this was harder to combat and there are long conversations of the record, making official in Mexico and editors try to make sure the drugs don't survive those to let the people know this is bad and maybe millions of people going to lose their jobs and are better and get shut down but you want to stand and that runs people and furniture. It was dramatic. I hope it's the ones who left time said our conversations. Crisis of confidence, the first day home crisis, and surveillance household and had not claimed to post brand new names. Lehman Brothers and Dragon bankruptcy, Netherlands selling itself Bank of America, both occur under Washington's watch alive. The scary part of it, a new part is rare. If Lehman Brothers can fear what could happen to all these being this better makes another said that would want to what is the same of the other. They are nationals and live in the Brazil and these for 158 years, 20 hours, 72 hours ago. There was theory. Why 18 and you can hate 20? Maybe they're common, they're common people, but they're not the ones surfing out. Don't work out there was a surf competition, came at it. Most of them say it on loud Twitter, yes, they are owners and have the waves, the dogs. They money for whole children in the area, children and lovers. The on top there's also a communist contact. Coursing in this fashion isn't just for ring light. The super kitty, anyone water dogs. I choose one way rider because that's when it's switching. We got enough screw down wearing waves to receive what it has to be. The border color. I'm Carlos Zeus from CNN 10.